bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See sign break night. This. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday with the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington Redskins. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
To throw on second down. Huff, throw left side, complete. That's Goodman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give to the up man. That's Sherman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Looking to throw on second down. Huff Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Richardson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st down, this is Geis. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff, he's going to let it go deep for the... And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point forthcoming. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Escapes the defender. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit. Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the chains, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going. Good sign on the opening drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and through, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff, he's going to go for a big play downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. No problem there on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing after the interception. Huff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Huff steps away to his left. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Check girls, check girls, check girls.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Separating from the gun. Huff. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. New York set to take the field. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game. Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll set up a throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that. They're going deep in the playbook. And it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic. It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, we got four down. Check it out, Leopard! 57.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. This is complete to Jordan Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet, and that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Richardson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huff out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on 1st down. Huff. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Huff. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Always able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Lucky 56.
Now it's the backup Hackenberg, eluding the pressure right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 25. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. McCaffrey on the return. Oh, spinning away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
carry for their fullback. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
Here's a give to Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop
now,
it.
Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
They'll run with Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Being chased at, and this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. On 1st and 10, Huff, he'll check it down to Geis. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Off play action. Huff. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Huff. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was played. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on third down, Huff. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Detroit! Detroit!
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances.
And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Huff. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. On 1st down, Huff. There he goes inside the 30. On the catch, it's Crowder. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Looking to throw. Huff. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On the ground, Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
To Barkley on the check down. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
This is Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more, plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The battle in the trenches, never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now it's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing to start the drive. Huff. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14. First down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing on first down. Huff. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to. Having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball caught free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Barkley already showing the ability to transform this Giant running game as they come up here on first down. On the run, it's Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Over! Hey, check. 3 down. No. Check. Patriot.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll go to Barkley again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the